Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral service for Ruby Evelyn Drummond Brown, age 82, will be this morning at 11 o'clock at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Interment will be at Prospect Cemetery. Memorial service for James M. Mickey Tankersley, 67 of Coleman, will be this evening at 7 o'clock at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. The family will receive friends from 5 to 7 at Moss Service Funeral Home. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2. It is Monday, the 6th day of April, the day after Easter. Did you have a good Easter?
I had a great Easter, and I wanted to share with you. I have a Logan story. I know we need to do the weather, but I wanted to share with you real quick. Like, we were there over the weekend, and on Good Friday, we were talking to him, and of course he is 4 years old, and he goes to the Lutheran pre-K school there in Nashville. And I'm just so proud because he knew all about Good Friday. He could tell you everything about how Jesus died on the cross for you, how he rose up on the on the third day, how Easter he died for our sins. He came back on Easter. He knew about the tomb. It was just so impressive for a 4-year-old to be telling us all of this. I mean, I was just blown away, and it made me feel so good that he is going to a Lutheran school or he's going to a parochial school that teaches him these things, because kids nowadays, I don't know, I mean, I guess they're getting taught in Sunday school, but it's an hour, once a week. I mean, his teacher has been really working well, and this is the 4-year-old class, so I just was so impressed with that. I thought that was so awesome. It made me feel so good. Yeah, so he knew all about Good Friday.
Wow.
And knew exactly what
there
Easter.
There was your sermon right
there it was.
From
there it was. It was fantastic. So, anyway.
Okay, well, let's start with the weather for today. Our weather is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. The almanac for the 6th of April in Coleman, Alabama. The average high temperature is 71. The record high got up to 89 in 1967. The average low is 47. The record low 25 in 1994. Sunset will occur at 7:12, sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:26. The satellite picture shows a little bit of rain here and there, and I think that's going to be the forecast for the week. Rain here and there. Every so often we'll get a shower, maybe a thunderstorm. Here's our forecast for today. We do have a 50% chance of showers today with a high of 72, average temperature. Overnight low tonight 61 with a 40% chance of thunderstorms. Tomorrow, a little bit of sunshine with a high around 80 degrees.
Good.
Just the other day, we were talking about we go from 70 to 80 so fast in Alabama. There's our forecast. Let's see, Friday looks like the next chance of rain after we get through today and tonight. Otherwise, normal temperatures for this time of year. April, you never know about tornadoes.
No, you don't.
Anybody who's been in Coleman for a couple of years knows the story about that.
Yep.
Okay, Facebook friend. Who's our friend for today?
Trudy Lambert. And Trudy likes, my new BFF, Auburn football and Carmike movie theater. So good for you, Trudy. And we're going to go ahead and give Trudy a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. Just please come by here first to pick up your certificate.
Okay, well, let's talk about who our guests are for today.
Well, we have Pastor Mark Sanford and we have Shane Barnett, and they are here from
Cornerstone
Church. Excuse me. And we have been kind of talking about this in our community billboards. There is a Here For You concert tour that's coming up, and so they're going to give us all the details about that. So I'm sure they want to invite everybody to come on out and check that out.
Okay, we'll do that right after we watch these commercials.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
As soon as you've conquered coq au vin, there's chocolate to souffle. There's baklava to build from scratch, and béarnaise to top epic fillets. There is you and your guts, and heat that you can trust. KitchenAid Even Heat technology gives you incredible control over sautéing, melting, and simmering, and the most even baking across all racks. And when everything you try turns out, there's so much more to make.
I remember the moment
I'll never forget that moment.
that changed my life.
At that moment, it hit me. This is why I joined the Guard. We're soldiers, always ready to protect our country. But we've also got communities. Family, friends, neighbors who count on us. I couldn't believe it. I just saved the life of somebody from my hometown.
See what it means to be a citizen soldier at NationalGuard.com.
The Here For You concert tour is coming to Coleman. This is the only appearance in Alabama.
Oh, really?
This tour.
Wow.
Give us the details. We have Pastor Mark Sanford from Cornerstone Church and Shane Barnett from the church to give us all the details. Mark, what's going on? This is a big event.
Yeah, we're really excited. This Here For You tour features the Afters and Hawk Nelson and special guest Justin McRoberts. People who are familiar with contemporary Christian music will know those names. And like you said, this is the only stop in Alabama. So if you're going to hear them here, then this is your opportunity to hear them. April the 17th at the Coleman Civic Center. You can get tickets online at ColemanCornerstone.com or by calling the church.
Okay, so the church is sponsoring this, I would
Absolutely.
imagine. Why
Yes,
did
ma'am.
y'all decide to do this?
I'll let Shane answer that.
Okay.
Well, we've had the Youth Quake, if y'all are familiar with that. It's been at the
Yeah.
campground or down at
Sure.
the fairgrounds for a while, and this past fall we didn't have that. So our church, even though we're a small church, we're looking for that niche that we can provide for Coleman County that we're missing right now. So we can have this positive event that the kids can come out to and participate in.
So this is a big draw for them, right? And we're talking
Absolutely, yeah.
teenage, early young adults kind of thing?
Yeah, I would say, the good thing about the music of these groups is they appeal to a wide range. And a lot of it is going to be your younger audience.
Sure.
But there's a lot of middle-age and older people that are really going to connect well with this type of music. And we tried to make a selection based on what the demographic here in Coleman would really like and would really want to come out to.
So these are groups that are very popular, and I'm sorry, I'm not familiar
Sure,
with them.
sure,
Are
that's
you
good.
familiar with the groups?
No.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's okay.
But apparently they have a national recognition and
Yeah, absolutely. They're on a national tour right now. They're traveling from California to New York to Alabama, Coleman, Alabama,
Right.
and so they're on the road, and they'll be there. You will hear their music on different radio stations around town, national and local radio stations.
Right.
So.
Shane, you were telling me before we went on the air about one of the songs that one of the groups does. Tell us about that.
Hawk Nelson, even though he's not the headliner for our concert, he's one of my favorite groups. And it's interesting because I have a 16 and 17-year-old sons that both love his band also, or love their band. And but he has a song that's new that if you listen to WDJC, they'll hear the song on there, and it's called Drops in the Ocean. And it's basically, in that song, he talks about, if you want to know how much Jesus loves you, look at my hands and look at my waist. And then he also talks about how if you want to know how many times he'll forgive you, look at how many drops are in the ocean. And that's what he's talking about in his song. And that's the kind of music they do. It's very inspirational, but it's fast-paced where, it pulls out those teenagers and young people too, but I love it when I listen to the words of his music.
right.
It's good.
So much better than some of the stuff that's out there that kids are listening to.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That are really, I think, feeding negative thoughts and so forth into their minds. So it's nice to know that there's some positive Christian music that's fun, upbeat,
Absolutely.
so the kids can really get into it and enjoy it and so forth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about Cornerstone Church. Where are you located? And
We are right downtown. We're right across from the Coleman Times. We're in the old Christian Church building.
okay.
We've been there about 4 years, and we took over that. We're a relatively new church, but we took over that building as they were going out, and we've been really trying to revitalize that building, bring it back, bring the downtown area back. We love Coleman. We love our community. We think this is the best community in Alabama, and we want to do everything that we can do to have an impact right here in our city, in downtown, and continue to impact lives with the message of Jesus Christ right here in downtown Coleman.
Yeah, so y'all are growing. Do you think
Absolutely.
you're going to eventually outgrow your building?
We obviously we hope that we will, and we hope that God will continue to bless in that way. I don't know that we ever foresee leaving that building. We've talked about multiple services and what kind of ways we can utilize that to the best of our abilities. But we hope to always have a presence in downtown Coleman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Is
good.
Cornerstone Church part of a denomination?
It is. We're part of the Church of the Nazarene, and there's several. I think there's about 4 different Nazarene churches here in Coleman County, 2 in the city and then 2 in the county, and so we're part of the Church of the Nazarene. Very big emphasis on missions and on the love of God and living a holiness lifestyle, and that's what we're all about.
Is there another one on Highway 157?
There
By
is.
the Ford
That's
dealership?
First
Okay.
Church of the Nazarene. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so very good then. And so you've been the pastor from the very beginning?
No, I've been there. I'm in my 2nd year. Been there about a year and a half, and it was lay-driven. And Shane was one of the key leaders in getting the church started. And they met in homes and met in hotels and met everywhere until
Yeah.
God provided a building. And then they brought me on to help continue what they started, the foundation they laid. And we're just so happy to be here and be a part of what God's doing right here in Coleman.
And tell us a little bit about the concert. How can people get tickets again?
They can get tickets by going to Cornerstone.com. They can call the church at 256-775-2756. But the best way is just to go to Cornerstone.com. There'll be a link right there on the front page. They click on that, and they can get their tickets right there.
Can they get the tickets at the door?
They can. They can also get tickets the night of the event at the door.
Okay. And it's going to be at the Civic Center again.
April 17th, 7 o'clock. Doors will open at 6:30. You can get your tickets right there at the door at the Coleman Civic Center.
All right. Well, it sounds like a great concert, and kids of all ages and adults of all ages
Absolutely.
are encouraged to attend.
Absolutely.
Get a good night of feel-good music.
Absolutely. With a great message.
That's exactly right. Thank you very much, guys, for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more right after this.
I remember the moment clearly.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
I realized that moment. When we first saw the damage, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community. Together with local responders, we cleared trees and collapsed walls. We had to get to the family trapped beneath. As a citizen soldier, I made a difference.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
We continue with more of Today on 2, and we have some prizes we would like to give away for today. Let's see what the Monday prizes are. The free family barbecue pack from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. And we have a free haircut, courtesy of Loretta, Hair by Loretta. And we have the sausage biscuit from Bojangles of Coleman. Those are the prizes for today. We're going to look at some ads and ask you a question about one of these ads. So here we go with the merchant ads for today, starting with Done Right Taxes and Bookkeeping Services. So they are open by appointment, but you can walk in, you can drop off your taxes. Better hurry, a week from Wednesday is the tax deadline.
That's right. Steel Orchard, though, you don't have to hurry. You could go by there anytime and pick up some of those baked items or some great apples and all kinds of produce, or I guess fruits and stuff at Steel Orchard.
And looking for something to do, something for the entire family this spring, kayaking classes will be today at the Wellness and Aquatic Center. And mother-daughter and father-son nights are coming up.
And birthday and special occasion ice cream cakes are always available at Dairy Queen. They have the 8-inch round that serves 8 to 10. They have the 10-inch round that serves 12 to 14.
What if you have 11?
I don't know what you're going to do.
Yeah, left out, I guess. Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, the family barbecue pack is $15.99, and they're in the Berlin Quick Stop.
B-Fit Fitness Facility in downtown Coleman, featuring that $50 special month to month, no contracts. I was by there the other day, and there were people working out, just getting fit.
Earl's Body Shop, voted the best in automotive repair. They do towing, large, small, local, or long distance, 24-hour towing available. Earl's Body Shop.
And Chesley Oaks Golf Course, where they have the 18-hole golf course. It's open 7 days a week, 7 to 7. They're located right there on County Road 1583. That's Chesley Oaks Golf Course.
There we go with some of the merchant ads. Oh, I've got a question that I was hoping that the ad would already come up. We'll see if you can remember. What night is open mic night at Berkeley Bob's? When is the next one?
Okay, that's a good one.
When's the next open mic night at Berkeley Bob's Coffee House? 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. We have barbecue from Mad Dog Mike's Barbecue. We have a haircut courtesy of Hair by Loretta. And we have the sausage biscuit from Bojangles, our prizes for today. So go ahead and give us a call right now while we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hi, I'm Caitlin with Premier Bank, and this is Allison Lewis. She's our Good Hope Office Manager. Today, Allison's going to tell us a little bit about what it takes to get a car loan.
I want to talk to the young people out there who are approaching their 16th birthday and they're thinking about purchasing their first car. One thing that you may not know is that most institutions do require a down payment, which is a percentage of the purchase price paid in cash by you. And the more your vehicle costs, the more your down payment's going to be. So as you approach your 16th birthday, be thinking about how you can save your money so that you'll be prepared to pay your down payment.
If you have any questions, you can stop by her Good Hope office and see Allison, or you can come by any of our other 8 locations or give us a call at 256-737-9900. Thanks, and we hope to see you soon.
Let's see if we can give away our prizes for today. Again, our question is, when is the next open mic night at Berkeley Bob's Coffee House? And someone has already called in. Hello, who's calling?
It's Norma Rand.
And from where are you calling?
Norma Rand. It's Coleman.
Okay, what's the answer to our question?
Is it Friday nights?
Friday nights.
No, it's not Friday night. Think about it, call us back.
Yeah.
When is the next open mic night? I knew this might puzzle some people because we haven't showed you the ad yet today.
Right.
Although we did have it all last week.
Right.
So, well, let's look at the ad and you're going to find out tonight.
Yep.
Tonight is the next open mic night. Here we go, the rest of our merchant ads, starting with Grand Point Pharmacy and Gift Shop, where they have Dippin' Dots priced at just $2 for $5. Grand Point Pharmacy on Highway 31 North.
And Mullins Body Shop. You've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and service, and you can count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at Mullins Body Shop.
Mr. Hicks Menswear and Formal Wear tuxedo rental is available, and this is the prom season. You can get the latest in tuxedos at Mr. Hicks Menswear by Doug Doggett Jewelers on Compass Way.
Hair by Loretta is the color specialist. Hair care for the whole family. She can do color, highlights, body waves, straightenings, waxing, and spa pedicures. Open Wednesday through Saturday.
There's Berkeley Bob's Coffee House and Whole Earth Store. They have organic, fair trade, shade-grown coffee. Open mic night is tonight, starting at 7 o'clock. And if you can't make it, you can watch it here on Channel 2 in another couple of days.
And Tires for Less, the Bridgestone Firestone dealers. And of course, they can do oil changes and do some minor engine repairs for you. Tires for Less, located right there on Highway 31 North.
Pizza Hut, where they have the all-you-can-eat lunch buffet, priced at $5.99. Also served on Sunday evenings, Pizza Hut on 2nd Avenue North.
And Deb's Bookstore, where she has gift certificates always available. Browsers are always welcome. Used books half price off every day. New books 20% off every day at Deb's Bookstore.
And there we go with our merchant ads for today. We'll continue with more of our show and look at our birthdays for today.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
Now it's time for our community billboards, brought to you by Pepsi and Jefferson Gas. Prayer Walk will be taking place April the 7th at 12 noon, and that is going to be walking and praying around the Coleman Courthouse to the top of Coleman Savings Bank parking deck. Following the walk, they will have a balloon release at the top in honor of children who died, or actually I guess in memory of children who died of abuse in 2014. And Wallace State Theater is presenting Into the Woods April 9th, 10th, and 11th at 7, and then again on April the 12th at 2 at the Wallace State Community College in the Betty Ruth Haynes Theater. Tickets are just $10. And Art in the Park at Heritage Park on Saturday, April the 11th. Arts and Crafts Show from 9 until 2. Demonstrations. Art entries must be submitted by April the 7th, so that's your deadline. And get moving. Walk the Appalachian Trail. It's a virtual step challenge April the 1st through May the 27th. It's free to the Coleman County community. Form a team now. Just register online at colemangetmovin.fivi.com. And Bikers Charity Ride for the Relay for Life is going to be April the 11th at 8 o'clock. It's a charity ride and a breakfast. Meet at Hardee's at the Coleman Shopping Center. Riding to Wichita?
Florence.
Okay, good. We're going to Florence. So if you need more information, you give them a call, 256-565-7711. And Here For You Tour, we just talked about this. That'll take place on April the 17th at the Civic Center. It's 7 o'clock, and tickets are available by going to itickets.com. And April walking tours in the Coleman County Museum every Saturday in April. Tours begin at 10 a.m. Come be guided through our historical downtown area, and that's, of course, starting at 211 2nd Avenue Northeast. And the Coleman County City Cleanup is going to take place on April the 18th from 8 until 12. Items that they cannot take are tires, paint, and chemicals. And if you have a community billboard you want to share with us, you can send it to our webpage at channel2coleman.com. Email us at channel2coleman@gmail.com. Give us a call at 256-734-7399 or like us on Facebook at Channel 2 Coleman. And, Violinda maybe the West is going to be having a birthday today, and we're going to put her name into the drawing where she has that possibility of winning an ice cream cake on Friday.
And the weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. 50% chance of rain today with a high of 78, and 90% chance of rain tonight, low of 44. And that's an old forecast because that's not the same one I did at the beginning of the show. High tomorrow is going to be around 80.
Yes.
That's our program for today, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hope you have a great day.